What you should know about glimmers. Glimmers are the opposite of triggers. They are small moments of goodness or beauty that regulate our nervous systems. They cue safety to the survival brain. They instill peace and evoke joy. They can be internal or external. They improve mood and mental health. They help build nervous system resilience. They are a trauma recovery resource. Each day brings with it hundreds of glimmers. Noticing glimmers is a powerful healing practice that adds up over time. Becoming a glimmer seeker will change your brain and life. That was written by Sarah Jackson Coaching. I love this because today I was realizing that this in itself, this meme, has become a glimmer for me. It has been something that regulates my nervous system, thinking about seeking out the goodness and the little things. And it has been so beautiful and sunny. Like all of a sudden it's become summer in Vancouver today, and I was out enjoying the heat but also running some errands, enjoying the sun, sitting in the sun, and some really cute moments, little moments that might not seem like a lot to someone else but really meant a lot to me, were happening. And I was like, oh my God, that's a glimmer. One little boy was playing with bubbles, and he took me like into this whole fantasy world, like in the middle of a parking lot, and him and his mom were playing with these bubbles, and I couldn't stop smiling. And then his mom noticed me smiling, and I said, thank you so much for the bubbles, because I think I really needed it. And she goes, who doesn't need bubbles? And I'm like, I know, that's how I feel. And then I went into a coffee shop, and before I even got to the door, someone who was a customer in there, he was with his kids and stuff. He must have seen me from like far away, and he pressed the handicap door open for me. And he, like, my initial reaction was to take me back to like, oh, he thinks I'm weak. And then I felt scared because, oh, I must look like I need help because I'm walking with a limp, or going slow, or just, like feeling sad for myself, or him feeling sorry for me. And then I was like, no, this is a glimmer. This is like the universe saying, hey, you just walk into a place and bubbles show up, and the door is open for you. Like, you don't even have to do anything. And I was like, okay, I'm going to take this in a different way. This is changing my brain to see these things that were triggers before as glimmers, as beautiful things. And the one of the things that became such a glimmer for me, that used to, I think, be a trigger without me realizing it, was that I was so excited seeing all the people with gray, silver locks of long, short, all different lengths, all different textures of gray, silver hair. And it didn't make me associate it with old. It made me associate it with like, whoa, glamour. Like, these are glamorous, glimmer. Like, these people are in the know. We're in the know. Like, it's not just a giving up or letting yourself go and not taking care of yourself. It's like, I feel like it's a leveling up when you embrace it, especially because the norm is not necessarily to embrace it. I feel like it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of self-love, and it takes taking care of yourself. It's not like, oh, you don't take care of yourself. And I felt so good being in that company. And I felt like me and some other people gave each other some looks over it. And it was really, it was really nice. I like that change of frame that really has brought my nervous system into more peace of accepting who I am now and not being so triggered to like, oh, they think that I'm not capable of doing this anymore, or I'm too old, or I'm too weak, or, it's, I should be adulting instead of like enjoying the bubbles. No, it's like all these things made me, made me really get present and really, yeah, get peace and joy. So then why am I wearing a hat if I'm talking about my gray hair? Well, I was in the sun, and as you guys know, I've been talking about like how the sun heat, too much, using heat appliances on your hair like a blow dryer or a straightener or whatever can actually damage the gray hair because it's porous. So I wanted to protect my hair. I also, in my last video, was telling you about how I am surrounded by dance, Hawaii, aloha, turtle power all around me in this apartment since I've been here for these 5 months. And these are my last few days. And one of the plaques I shared in my last video, go check it out if you haven't yet. It's called When Leaving a Home. It's called Hanu Wisdom. And the first thing on it is spend more time at the beach. So I wasn't necessarily literally at the beach today, but I was like beaching it, beach hat. Like I had the look, I let the sun invigorate me, and yeah, I felt good. But this video is about my gray hair journey. Thank you all for being here along the journey with me. Guess what? This is 8 months into my gray hair journey. Didn't I just say yesterday that I'm at 7 months? How did I just complete 8 months? Technically, I have like 4 more days. It's like 3 or 4 more days to complete this 8 months, because it's should be like May 27th, 28th. That would be truly 8 months. But hey, I was gonna say who's counting, but I am actually. So but since I'm in moving mode, I thought I should do it now before it gets too close to my moving, and then I kind of forget or rush through it. So the other thing that I really like about seeing gray hair people is that I like the ringlets and the curls in the hair. And you like, I today had my hair up in a scrunchie, and when I let it down, it was curly and wavy and stuff. So I'm going to use these little no heat kind of curlers. I've used them in my hair before when it's longer, and I want to see what it looks like, just because it brings out the highlight of the silver and gray. I also used a little bit of coconut oil in my hair today when I washed it. No, not today, sorry, 3 days ago. I liked it. I can see how it could make it healthy, and it definitely made it softer. But I don't like the 3-day wait, because usually I wash my hair every 3 days with a bit of oil in my hair. It felt too oily. I felt like I wanted to wash it sooner. So I think like very little goes a long way. Like really using like just a drop is really important while your hair is wet. And if any of you guys have tried oil or put oil in your hair, like let me know what you think. But that was something that really stood out to me. Yeah, just using a drop. I think next time I'll do that. I still use the purple shampoo every month. The next time I use it will be June 8th. So maybe after that, I'll use a little bit of oil after that wash because the purple shampoo does dry it out a little bit. The other stuff that is going on is that I wanted to say thank you again for being part of this journey, because someone left a few comments on different videos of mine. They were very insulting comments about my voice, about like kind of guessing my age, much older than I really am. Pretty much telling me that like it's very obvious why I'm looking for love, because I need to change all these things about me. Anyway, it was a trigger for a moment. Like, it made me angry, it made me defensive, it made me question myself, especially with my voice, because like that was a real personal dig, and I use my voice to say these things to you guys, and I like sharing them. And I was like, wait a second, I've grown to really love my voice. And who is this person that's saying these things to me? And like, what is going on in his life that makes him feel like, I felt sorry for him, because why are you wasting your time watching my videos? Like, if you were not impressed after the first one, why would you watch a whole bunch and then take time to comment and say all these awful things? And the worst part was that he commented on some of your guys's comments, which that really upset me. Like, I was very protective of you guys, and in the end I just like removed him from the channel. It like blocked him from even being able to access it. But the reason I'm telling you this is because you guys have actually made what used to be a trigger for me, public speaking, being on camera, like all of these things about being public and sharing my thoughts and, you know, wondering what people will think and all this stuff. Like, you guys have helped me turn what used to be a trigger. Even that guy's comments could have been a real trigger for me, into a glimmer. Because I no longer associate public speaking and being on camera and sharing my thoughts with fear and humiliation and like being judged and all that kind of negative stuff. I associate it with, I love doing these videos. I love sharing what I feel like a desire to share, but more importantly, I love hearing, even if it's just one person that I connect with, because I share something that is coming from deep within me, it makes it worth it, because it reminds me that there is like these connections, like everything is connected. Even the person that was insulting me, like for whatever reason, he came to my channel or was directed there, and he continued to want to be there, and maybe he needed to get stuff off his mind. And hey, if I was your, you know, if I helped you get it off your mind, I don't even care anymore, because I mean, that's great, but I'm not triggered by it anymore. And I feel really good about that. I feel like, even though I haven't met you guys a lot, I mean, some of you I have met, but a lot of you guys I haven't met, it makes such a difference for me to be able to have this outlet and to share it and to connect with you guys. And you've turned these triggers of public speaking and being on camera and showing my face and my hair and, you know, someday my wrinkles, sometimes my like weird expressions on my face or the strange things I say or when my voice goes awkward, like I don't feel like trepidation that, oh my God, how am I going to get through this? I don't wake up, in sweats, like nervous about it. I am so excited. Like today, even though I was out in the sun and doing fun things, I was so excited to share this with you today. And I'm like, oh, I get to go back home and do like a 8-month check-in about the gray hair grow out. And thank you. Thank you so much for being here, for following the journey, for sharing your thoughts, for living life the way that you do, because whatever you were doing somehow connected us. And I really am grateful for that. So, yeah, talk to you all soon.